Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Ready and waiting. At once. Ready and waiting. Agreed. Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Affirmative. Ready and waiting. At once. Ready and waiting. Very well. At once. Very well. At once. Agreed. Affirmative. Agreed. Agreed. Reporting. Agreed. Acknowledged. Affirmative. At once. Very well. Ready and waiting. Very well. Very well. Agreed. Very well. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Ready and waiting. Agreed. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Agreed. Yes, sir. Agreed. Very well. At once. Very well. Affirmative. Reporting. Very well. Very well. Affirmative. At once. At once. Awaiting orders. Very well. Reporting. At once.
Mission saved.
Reporting. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Agreed. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Very well. Reporting.
Mission saved.
Affirmative. 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 Very well. At once. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. 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 At once. Agreed. Affirmative. Very well. At once. Agreed. At once. Very well. Agreed. Affirmative. Agreed. Very well. Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir. Agreed. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Report. Agreed. Ready and affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Agreed. Agreed. At once.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir. At once. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Very well. At once. Reporting. Yes, sir. At once. At once. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. At once. Very well. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. Agreed. Agreed. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Reporting.
lost.
At once. Agreed. Agreed. At once.
Mission loaded.
At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Reporting. At once.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very well. Agreed. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Waiting orders. Very well. Ready and waiting. Very well. Very well. Very well. Agreed. Reporting. At once. Affirmative. 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 Very well. Yes, sir. Very well. Agreed. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Reporting. At once. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
Mission saved.
At once. Yes, sir. At once. Reporting. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. At once. At once. Very well. Very well. Agreed. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Agreed. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Agreed. Very well. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. At once. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Agreed. Very well. Affirmative. Agreed. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Waiting or agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. At once. Reporting. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Agreed. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative.
Mission loaded.
Yes, sir. At once. Ready and wait. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. At once. Very well. Affirmative. At once. Agreed. Agreed. At once. Agreed. Very well. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Very well. Very well.
Mission saved.
Affirmative. Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Agreed. Agreed. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative. Agreed. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Very well. Report. Very well. Reporting. Very well. Very well. Yes, sir. At once. At once. Affirmative. Very well. Reporting. At once. Very well. Very well. Agreed. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Agreed. Report. Very well. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. Very well. Yes, sir. Very well. Acknowledged. Very well. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. At once. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Agreed. Agreed. At once. Very well. Agreed. Yes, sir. Of course. Agreed. Yes, sir. At once. Agreed. Agreed. Acknowledged. Affirmative. At once. Agreed. Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir. At once. Of course. At once. At once. At once. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Agreed. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. At once. Affirmative. At once. At once. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. Agreed. Agreed. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. At once. Affirmative. At once. Agreed. Agreed. Acknowledged. At once. Agreed. Agreed. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. At once. Very well. Affirmative. Agreed. Very well. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Agreed. Awaiting orders. Agreed. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. Awaiting orders. Reporting. Affirmative. At once.
40 minutes remaining.
Agreed. Awaiting orders. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. At once.
Scorched earth.
Agreed.
Give him help.
At once. Very well. Affirmative.
The effects are quite permanent. Permanent.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Very well. Agreed. Very well. Agreed. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. At once. Very well. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. At once. Reporting. Very well. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. At once. Acknowledged. Very well. Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Affirmative.
Mission failed. Mission loaded.
Ready and waiting. Agreed. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reinforcements have
Affirmative.
arrived.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Vehicle affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Reporting. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle report. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
30
Affirmative.
minutes
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Mission accomplished.